This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Well, hello, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome back to the action from the Ghantoot Polo Championships International. Game 7, match day 7, and we're here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club, Field 3, for this clash between Habtoor Polo and Bangladesh. Let's have a look at the lineups here. Habtoor playing in their familiar red shirts. Habtoor takes the one shirt off a 1-goal handicap. At 2, playing very well, is Marcos Solari. At 3, Carlos Maria Ulloa playing off an 8-goal handicap. And at the back, Dante Castagnola completing the 16-goal handicap limit for Habtoor Polo. Their opponents, Bangladesh, Haide Bangladesh, the owner of the team, is at 1. Federico von Potosky takes the 2 shirt. At 3 is Dante Capellini. And at the back, Signor Alfredo Capella. Bangladesh totaling 15 goals. They will receive a start. Our umpires on field, the 2 Englishmen, Chris Hyde and Peter Wright. And we're in play. Picked off from the back of the pack there by Solari, who's turned into a bit of space. Here comes Ulloa. Picks up a nice one there on the half volley. Flying back in defence will come the number 4 there, Capella, and he comes up with a nice tail backhander away from the danger zone. Picked off and brought back towards goal here by Habtoor. Slowed down fractionally, but Solari's in here. Oh, and a swing and a miss just as he went to line that one up. And that's allowed Von Potosky to swat it across the field out towards Capella. Capella challenged, backhander comes in there, turns them around. That was intended for the number 2 Solari. Didn't quite get through to him. And Bangladesh with some good defensive work here in the form of Capellini. And then he's supported here by Alfredo Capella. Capella cuts that one down up over the halfway line. Asks his pony to run. And backhander coming in there from Castagnola. Just stops that attack, and he's done well, Castagnola. A tiny little backhander, but it's worked very well here for the red shirts of Habtoor. Poli Ulloa up over the halfway line. Ulloa, oh, he's gone for the big drive and didn't quite get it. Capella flying back in defence, gets the hook. Federico von Potosky's there. He thought about coming in and having a nibble on the ball, but he couldn't quite get there. And joining the party there was Capellini. So too was the umpire's whistle, as Capellini came together there with Castagnola. We're back in play. Chopped out towards the right-hand side. That one's found Federico von Potosky. And then back into the path of Capella. And, well, it was Castagnola who had a go at it. Not once, but twice. I think he was good the first time, but by the time he had another pop at the ball, he came in with too much angle, and the umpires didn't like it. Whistle's gone here with 5:10 on the clock. And there's the foul on the replay. So Capella on the march there for the blue shirts. And it's a penalty 3 as a result. And an opportunity here for Bangladesh to open the scoring here this afternoon as Alfredo Capella circles around looking to convert this from 40 yards. It's low, it's hard, and it's straight, and there's nothing that the Habtoor defence could do to stop that from crossing the line. Nice hit from Capella, and he's opened the scoring here, and Bangladesh extend their lead. They're 1.5 goals to nil. They're in play, falling nicely for Haider, and Haider gets a little shot downfield. Didn't quite get the drive that he wanted. Polo show us there, so too is Feli von Potowski. It's going to be a penalty 5 here in favour of Habtoor Polo. They're about, just over 20 yards inside their own half. And it'll be Dante Castagnola bringing us back into action. Taps it forward towards the halfway line. Oli Oshoa is in close attendance, and now Oshoa breaks right and then back to the left-hand side, and that's where the pass has gone. But straight into the lap of Capella, who goes near side with his backhander. He's found a good one, but reversed there by Castagnola. Not as far as he would have liked, and it's been picked off here by Capellini. Cuts that one down towards Haider Bangash. Haider now will switch to the offside and cut this one down towards goal. He couldn't get the bouncing ball. And good defensive work coming in from Castagnola, who's got man and ball. Been nudged into the path of his teammate. The Blues wanted the whistle, but nothing given there. Backhander comes in from Capella. But Toli Oshoa is still going here. Oshoa trying to run down a cul-de-sac, and it was very tight in there. Picked up by Habtoor Habtoor. He's up over the 40-yard line. Habtoor Habtoor working this one down towards goal. He's done very well. Von Potowski is round the back, and Von Potowski's backhander will clear the danger momentarily here for Bangash. Good hook coming in there on Solari. Solari's got away from the pack. Can he get away from Capella? The answer is no. Capella with the hook there, but he's got some support here. And the Reds are still on the march. It's been flicked around the corner there by Von Potowski. And Feli von Potowski's done very well. He's crunched it downfield and picked it up here on the near side. Switches back to the offside. Picks up a nice looping drive up over the halfway line. Goes Federico von Potowski. But he's been taken out there by Castagnola. Solari is there for a piece of the action. So too is Capellini, and Capellini's turned back into trouble, and Solari has stolen the ball away. It's Solari now going beyond the last line of defence. Capella comes back hard. Solari shoots. Where's that one gone? It's wide to the right. And that will be the opportunity for the players to come off and change their ponies here. We've got 2:42 on the clock, and it's going to be a free change for all. Solari just coming through your shot there. He's playing very well, isn't he? The number 2 for Habtoor, no doubt about it. Seems to be right in the groove. Social media, there it is on the screen for all of our Polo Line TV viewers. Instagram at Polo Line OK, Facebook at Polo Line Int, and YouTube is at Polo Line TV. Get your messages in. We would love to hear from you. So these two teams, having had mixed results thus far, Habtoor played 2-1-2. They had a really good victory over El Basha first match. 9 goals to 3, having gone 7 goals to 0 up the Reds. They came out absolutely on fire in the first match of this Ghantoot Polo Championships International. And then they had a follow-up victory of 13 goals to 6.5 over Abu Dhabi. Bangash have played very well, but they've just come up short twice. They lost a very close encounter at the DPEC, 9-7.5 to UAE, and then were very unlucky to lose to Ghantoot, 11 to 10.5. So 2 losses for Bangash, but they've certainly been involved in both games, and both opportunities. They could have won the game. They'll be looking to try and get their first victory here, of course. And they've had a good start to the match. They're ahead by 1.5 goals, but the ball's been stolen away here and plucked out of the air, and he's going down towards goal. This is good stuff from Toli Oshoa. Can he work this one back around the corner and flick it infield? He can. Super stuff, lovely skills, and a good goal here for Habtoor. Well, there's the flick on the replay. He's already done the hard work. Lovely touch from the 8-goal Argentine here, the number 3 for Habtoor. The difference is just half a goal now. Habtoor is on line, flicking the ball forward. There was an appeal and a whistle. So Feribon Petoski, who was tucked in behind Habtoor, noticed that the red number 1 was going to make a turning play. He got himself involved pretty quickly. The whistle's gone. The ball has been dropped down on the 60-yard mark. It's going to be a penalty for here and a chance for Alfredo Capella from 60 yards to try and get Bangash into that little cushioned advantage that they had. Been pegged back by Habtoor. Capella circling around here, looking to try and restore that 1.5 goal advantage. Oh, it looks good. Is it straight? It looks... Oh, it had to be close. Super contact. He's absolutely tonked it, but he's tonked it a fraction wide to the right. The ground repairs going on out there. Just around about the 60-yard line. And it looks like we're good to go. So knock in here for the Reds. Brought forward here by Castagnola. Cuts it out towards Tolly Oshoa. That's a nice weight on that pass. Tolly now looking to hit this one first time. And he's got it down towards Solari. Well read here by Feribon Petoski, who gets man and ball with a good hook there on Solari and a nice spin turn. Von Petoski now in the driving seat for the blue shirts of Bangash. Offloads, tried to get that one a bit further downfield and into the path of Haider. Didn't quite get enough cut on it. And that's easy pickings here for the 8-goal Argentine, Tolly Oshoa. Tolly goes for goal. It's leaking right, but it's taken a soft bounce. May just slow up. In fact, it's going to keep going. Habtoor trying to get on the end of that. And he has a little dab at the backhander, but I think the ball was already out of play. So just 30 seconds remaining here on the clock in the first. There will just about be enough time to get the ball back in play here for Capella. Von Petoski goes out to the left, and he's used him as a decoy and nudged that one into a bit of space and run it himself on the far side of the field. Capella taking on Solari, leaves the ball behind, but he's got some support here in the form of Fedi Von Petoski, and Fedi's found a nice neck shot out towards Capella, who will have time to shut down and make a play here for Bangash. 30-second hooter, and that one's launched, and it's launched long and down into a dangerous area. Good pass, and it's fallen very nicely here for Dante Capellini. Capellini with a little reflex down towards goal. Habtoor will come back in defence. The Blues are all over this. Oh, and look at that. Von Petoski it was who came in and played a near side neck shot just before Habtoor could get involved. A very, very good goal and a timely goal for Bangash. They've scored right at the end of the first, and they've restored that 1.5 goal advantage that they had. It's 2.5 to 1.
Welcome to the prestigious Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club, where world-class training meets unmatched passion for horses. Join our new horse training classes and learn from the best. Be a part of our legacy of excellence.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. The start of the second chukker here. Ghantoot Polo Championships International. Great first chukker between these two. And a goal with the final touch of that chukker has taken Van Gash into a 2.5 to 1 advantage here. Waiting for Fede to sort his reins out. Coming out on this light chestnut, Pompatoski, who scored that goal at the top end of the field. They're certainly up for it, aren't they, Van Gash? As you would expect. Picked up by Castagnola on the grey. Works it out towards the left-hand side. Hyder's done very well, taken out Polo and found a little backhander. Capellini comes through and tries to play that ball as he bounces apart and away from Castagnola. Couldn't quite get a bat on ball. And Ulloa fakes the bat at the forehand half swing out towards Castagnola and retains possession for himself, and then goes down towards Habtor, and he's in on goal here. Habtor reaching out there with Solari with a flick on the near side, and that's absolutely brilliant. Well, the ball was miles from him. If we look at the replay, look at the reach here. Habtor comes through. Solari, yeah, it's a good pick and a good reach and beautifully controlled. We're back in play. Ulloa might want to hit it first time because Solari is gone and he's coming in hard here. Solari good for pace. Capella is back in position and he's done well here in defence for Van Gash. Dropping in behind and then deciding to go downfield is Fede Pompatoski. There's the pass out towards Fede. Didn't quite read it though, and Hyder has to come in and sort things out. Good work there from Hyder Van Gash. Tickled backwards from the stick of Habtor, and he's found a teammate here in the ever-present Solari. He's found a good cut shot downfield. Castagnola's putting the brakes on here on the grey. Castagnola digging that one out from behind the pony, going for the next shot. And Capellini was there. He was appealing for the foul. Follow through on the next shot from Castagnola. But in the end, the ball has trickled out of play, and it will be a knock-in to Van Gash. Hit hard, very hard by Capella. He's trying to release his number 3 here. Dante Capellini's coming in there. In fact, the two Dantes together, Castagnola and Capellini, pretty much cancelled each other out. And the ball's back with Polo Ulloa. Decides to try and outrun Fede Pompatoski. And he's done just that. Polo Ulloa now with a bit of space, sticking balling this one down towards goal. And Solari came flying in with a challenge there on Pompatoski. And a loud blast from the umpire's whistle. And there's the play. Solari. Ulloa was good. He missed the ball, but it was what was going on behind him that was of concern to the referees. So the umpires have had a chat, they've gone upstairs, and it was the contact between Marco Solari and Ferry von Potocki, the two number twos. That's what they were looking at behind the ball carrier, which was Ulloa, and that contact from the red number two was no good. And as a result, it's going to be a penalty 5B in favour of Bangash. Capella chops it downfield. He's found a good one. He's up to around the 40-yard line, but Tolly Ulloa is back in defence here, and Tolly Ulloa will bring this one around the corner and find a cut shot of his own out towards Solari. Solari scampering away from the Bangash defence. And he's done well. He's taken the hook there on the big man Capella, and he's left the ball for Ulloa, who's punched it back into the path of Solari. Solari coming through. Haider Bangash is there for a piece of the action. What a defensive play that is from Haider, and he's going to have another go at it. Look at that. Brilliant backhander. A little bit unlucky there because Castagnola had straightened up, and he's dropped in on that on the head-to-head after some wonderful defensive work from Haider Bangash. But Castagnola reading the play, and he's got the score. And Habtor, well, a lovely attack there by Dante Castagnola finishing it off. And they've gone back into the lead here. It's 3-2.5. Enjoy the best of Polo. Download the new Polo Line TV app. If you haven't done it, well, frankly, you're bonkers. It's got all the information you need from across the world of polo. And that's the new Polo Line TV app. We're all ready. Dante has it. And that's Capellini, not Castagnola. There's two of them out there, but Ulloa comes through. He's over the top of it. Ferry trying to get around and steal the ball on the head-to-head play there. Another big swing and a miss coming in from Ulloa. And a mistake there by Tolly Ulloa has allowed Alfredo Capella in possession of the ball, bringing this one forward for Bangash. He's waiting for a front runner, decides to use him as a decoy, and he's nudged it past Castagnola. Takes the contact there. Flicks it back towards von Potocki. Nicely worked here between the two hitmen for the blue shirts of Bangash. Ferry now trying to dance his way past Tolly Ulloa. And he's done well. Goes to the near side. What a lovely goal this is going to be from Ferry von Potocki. Well, they worked it superbly well. And it was a little dab backhand pass from Capella that put Fedibon Potocki back in possession, and he knew exactly what he was going to do with that, and he executed it to perfection. Bangash back in the lead by a half. Clash of sticks at the front, and it's popped out the back. The two Dantes coming together, and it's Capellini who has the measure of the treasure. Swing and a miss there on the backhander from him. Capella decides to go near side just to be safe. I think he was okay either way, but he's still got possession of the ball. Peter Wright just taking evasive action there as Capella comes through and is supported here by Fedibon Potocki. Fede, a little show and go, and he may well have the momentum to go past his opposite number, Solari here. Fedibon Potocki looking for another one. Oh, look at that. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. The ball hopping around everywhere. Let's have a look at the replay. And that's a brilliant cut shot finish there by Fedibon Potocki, and Bangash extending their lead, 4.5 to 3. Well, here it is on the replay. Oh, what a pick that is. To get that angle from right behind the horse. Superb goal. And another second superb goal from Fedibon Potocki in the space of the last minute. And he's on fire here. He's setting himself, and he's cut that one down into the path of Haider Bangash. And Haider is in on goal. Can he find the next shot? Haider Bangash. Oh, unlucky. Well, quite brilliant from Fedibon Potocki, who's having a purple patch here in the second. But unfortunately, they couldn't quite convert that chance. And the possession is back with the red shirts of Habtoor. Capellini trying to get a block there on Ulloa, but he was wise to it, and Tolly Ulloa just getting out of the way there of the primary defender. And that one's been hit hard. And there's a whistle on the far side of the field. Let's see what the umpires decide. We've had a few messages coming in from some of our Polo Line TV viewers. Paramita Singer says, best wishes for the Habtoor team. Thank you very much. Paramita supporting Habtoor. And Sahina Harvin says, best of luck. I think that's for both teams. Doesn't actually say who Sahina is supporting. But thank you very much for your messages all the same. Well, the ball has been placed down on the penalty 2 marker. And we have a yellow card here. Alfredo Capella's pony just being led off the field. He's calling for another horse. And just precautionary, that pony will be taken off and checked by the vet. So pony just coming down the outside of the boards on the far side of the field here for Alfredo Capella. And a really good opportunity this for Bangash, who have been very good throughout this tournament. They've played 2, lost 2, but they've been very unlucky. And as I said earlier, They were ahead against UAE. They just really lost that match in the last 2 or 3 minutes. That was the game at Deepak a few days ago. And they were bossing it for much of the game, but they lost that one to UAE 9-7.5. And then an agonising half-goal loss to Ghantoot 11-10.5. Fede von Potosky comes through, and he's having an absolute purple patch. He was never going to miss that. That one's gone through the centre of the goal. And that will be the end of the second chukker, the final action of the second chukker. And what a chukker it was for Bangladesh. They've absolutely bossed it here. Both teams been on it, in fairness, but Bangladesh with a couple of late goals, and they will end that second chukker in a good position here. It's 5.5-3. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to game number 7 in the Ghantoot Polo Championships International. We're here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club in Dubai. And we're watching a fascinating contest here between Habtoor and Bangladesh. There's Capella remounting. Fede von Potosky in the background of your screen, just getting on his horse, and what a second chukker Fede had. Unbelievable. 2 wonderful goals. Block it, innovation in equine protection. www.blockitpolo.com. Check out what they're up to. Got some really good things going on with the protection of the equines in polo. Looks like we're all ready. We're back in play. Who's got it? Solari escapes from the back of the throw-in here. He's got some runners, and one of those runners is Ulshoa. Castagnolo was nudged out of the way nicely there by his namesake, Capellini. And he's gone for the open backhander. Castagnolo was on his right-hand side. The whistle's gone. Well, ball's been dropped down here. Polo Shower taking the spot option here on the penalty too, and why wouldn't you? He's right in front of the posts after that open backhander there from Capellini. Ushoa strikes it through. Whoa. Hit that incredibly hard, and there's a couple of groundsmen sitting in a buggy behind the goal, and wow, that was close. Looks like they're both still alive. And we're coming back to the centre. The difference is just 1.5. Habtor with an early score here in the third. Fede. Oh, what a chance there. Fede just couldn't quite get that one under control, but he's got some support here because Capella came through. Backhander picked up by Capella. Solari will have to come out of the way. And he does. Capella now trying to take on Marco Solari. Lays it back towards Fede von Potosky. And then Fede with a little flick, tail shot back towards Capella, but he tried to launch that to goal. Didn't get enough cut on it, but it's still in play here. Polo Shower across the field on the near side of his pony, doing really well for the defending team of Habtor. And he's found one downfield. Capella coming in. Big ride off there from Capella. He's got the better of Castagnola. His open backhander charge down, but it's fallen very nicely for him. And he'll take that. More luck than judgment, but he's in. And he's across the field. Little miscontrol, but he's okay. Shuts down. Still going here, Capella. Nudges it past the defender there, and he's in on goal. It's Capella. Habtor is there for a piece of the action. So too Capella goes for the next shot. Solari's appealing for the foul, and the ball has crossed the line. And it looks like it's going to be a knock-in here to the Reds. Castagnola bringing the ball in. Left is the call for Ochoa. And he's found it. Good pass and a lovely pick-up there from Toli Ochoa. Solari is absolutely steaming down the field. Can he find the cut shot here? Solari on a fast pony. Takes it slightly wide, sets himself, goes for the cut shot. It's pretty good. I'm not sure it's good enough. Capella's certainly going to get there first. And he's reversed it out towards Capellini, who's breaking hard. Dante beaten to the ball here by Dante. It's Castagnola on the turn. Big ride-off. Cry of anguish and an appeal there from Castagnola, but the ride-off looked good. There's the cut shot coming in towards goal. It's close. Whoa, a little stumble there from the pony as he came round the corner. Habtor right down, almost on the ground, but he's done well to pick that pony up, and play continues here, and it's Habtor flying in towards goal. A mad scrap in front of the goal. Desperate defence. The goal judge has got it wide, and the whistle has gone. Well, here's the replay. Solari it was working it forward. Solari appealing that the blue player had crossed, but watch what Toli Ochoa does. He jumps in and comes offside, so the umpires will have a good look at this. It's going to be a free change. We've got 3:42 on the clock. Capella just having a chat with Peter right there behind the goal. going to be a corner. Good defence by Bangash. But still the opportunity there, this time from the angle on 60 yards. It's going to be Tolio Showa circling around here. And he's looking to cut the deficit to just half a goal. What's he got here from 60 on the corner? It looks good. It looks really good. Oh, it's a beautiful strike, straight through the middle. As clean as a whistle from Tolio Showa. 5.5. We're back in play. And a clash of sticks at the front of the throw-in here, picked up by Capellini. Capellini working this one forward. Castagnola waiting for him. It's good stick work there by Capellini, coming through at pace, but Castagnola's cleaned him out here in the ride-off, and he's happy to watch that ball just cross the back line wide of the target. Possession back to the Reds. Castagnola cuts it downfield. He's looking for Solari potentially, but Fede von Potosky has read the situation well. Fede trying to get the hook there, and the ball's been stolen away here by Solari. A collision there between two teammates. It was Fede von Potosky who's taken a bit of a hit there as he collided with Alfredo Capella. Looks like he's okay, just might need a bit of time. So it's going to be a drop ball from the appropriate spot. And the drop ball is right in front of the posts. Tolio Showa will come through, and he strokes it through. And Habtoor have rallied. They've had a very good third chukker here, and they've flipped this game on its head. They're ahead 6 to 5.5. Backhander comes in from Ulshoa, and he's found an absolute beauty, and he's got not one but two players turning into space, the first of who is Solari. Solari with a little cut around the corner, just about gets the pony back, and he's still going here. Solari down on goal. Can he find the flick? He's been taken out of it. Lovely backhander coming in there in defence. Wonderful stuff there. But it's picked up once again by the Reds. Now the umpire's looking at a live play block here. So it looks like we had a live play block, but then potentially a technical foul, and they may have offset them here. And I think they have. Offsetting fouls. Play will continue, but it's popped out the back here nicely for Capella. Just couldn't quite reach back and keep that ball in play. Possession goes back to Habtoor. We got 1:10 on the clock here in the third chukker. Dante Castagnola leaves it there for his teammate Tolly Ulshoa, and Tolly's found one downfield. And twisting and turning his way out of defence here is Fede von Potocki, and he's done very well. Fede working this one down and up towards the halfway line. Von Potocki leaves it behind. Castagnola's found a good pass into the path of Tolly Ulshoa, but that was well read there by Capellini. Capella mopping things up and getting control for Bangash. Leaves it there for Von Potocki. Von Potocki back towards Alfredo Capella. It's just come up a fraction short, that pass. And a combination of Ulshoa and Castagnola, and they've got the ball back here for the Reds. Pass goes out towards Habtoor. He couldn't quite take that in his path, but it's been picked up by Ulshoa. Ulshoa downfield. Solari has the inside of the field. Solari with a little flick. Solari trying to convert this one for the Reds. He's missed it. Looks like he's done everything right, but he couldn't quite get that final touch. And it's just gone past that right-hand post. That will be the final action of the first half of this match. A really good game here developing between Habtoor and Bangash. Superstar from both teams. A lot of grit, a lot of fight, a lot of goals. And at the halfway point here, it's the red shirts of Habtoor with the advantage. 6-5.5. And for the benefit of our Polo Line TV viewers, we're going to have an interview from Marcos Solari.
Vine hace 2 años y jugamos de noche, sí, segunda vez. Pero nada, muy divertido y la cancha buenísima. Humedad y bastante rocío, pero nada, la verdad que estaba buenísima, estaba virgen, no, nadie se patinó, así que nada, la verdad, un placer. Con Toli jugamos la Copa de Plata y la Copa de Oro, así que nada, ya nos conocíamos bastante, también jugamos en Argentina y con Dante nunca habíamos jugado, pero nada, la verdad que se acomodó bastante bien el equipo y pudimos sacar una buena diferencia, pero nada, es un equipazo el otro, había que jugar todo el partido concentrado y la verdad que pudimos andar bastante bien para hacer el primer partido. La verdad que fue un placer jugar con Ghantoot. Muy bueno con la pelota y sobre todo muy bueno con el hombre, así que te puede agarrar un flaco bueno y ahí es cuando puedes tener más tiempo los jugadores buenos así como Toli o Bauti, que te agarran la pelota y después ya lo tenés allá adelante para atacar y te mete gol. La verdad que es un placer tener un flaco así en el equipo.
So this is probably my 9th time in India. I've been coming here for Jindals for probably 8 years on and off. But every time I come, the place is just growing, and I've played on this ground before, but never under the lights. And yeah, it's an incredible job what Naveen and his team have done with the place. I think there's so much history with Indian polo, and they're so passionate about the game. The way they play fast and open, and yeah, it's exciting. Even though we're playing a lower level, it's exciting to play, and everyone's really passionate and loves the sport. I mean, this is a big thing for Indian polo to have, for Naveen to put this facility. He's got 5 grounds here, arenas. We've got 20 players staying here, and we've got everything we could ask for. We've got paddle courts, pool tables. We're spoilt to be here. And for Naveen holding this season, allowing everyone to come and stay and just enjoy their polo, it's amazing. So my team, Venki, we have played together for many years, on and off, but we were lucky we played together a few weeks ago in Jaipur and won a nice trophy over there. Chama is a hell of a player. He can take the ball the whole length of the field on the end of his stick, and a great guy. And Veer, he's only 10 years old and he played his first tournament today, and he is going to be one of the best Indian players, I'm sure. And yeah, he's 10 years old. I've known him since he was a kid, a child. So yeah, it's great to play with him.
Not easy to see in this slightly foggy night here under the floodlights, but this was Solari with a lovely little measure flick under his pony's neck there. Playing so well, isn't he, Marcos Solari? 4 goals and absolutely on fire. There's another one. Nothing that Gauti Bejo or Faris Al-Yabuni could do to stop this one. Once again, the danger man, Marcos Solari. Showing us his skills on the run there, the number 2 for Ghantoot. And this was an absolute cracker. Look at this. Look at the cut on that. It's a superb goal from Toli Ushoa. Solari feeding the ball into his teammate Dante Castagnola. In fact, sorry, Toli Ushoa again, the number 3. That was a nice bit of play from Solari again, this time setting up his teammate. Look at this for a goal from Ghantoot, who just wanted it so badly. He muscled his way past, sufficiently past Faris Al-Yabuni to get that near side forehand in. And here's the last one. Solari again, this time under his pony's neck on the near side. Have a bit of that. Lukin. That was the one that pretty much won them the game. It was backed up with a penalty at the other end, but that was the one that took them into the lead. That's a lovely goal from Haider Bangash on the near side after a wonderful pass. What a goal that is by Fermin Prado, near side. Look at the angle on it, wonderful stuff. Bauti Vajuga, plenty of goals from him today. He was absolutely on fire, wasn't he, from the third chukker. Lovely breakaway goal on the counter-attack. And here's another one from him, round the corner, sets himself and gets that one through on the angle. And here's another one from the back of the throw in Vajuga, steaming away from everybody. The mare running quite beautifully, and he looked very confident, didn't he? Have a bit of that. Here's Lukin. He didn't finish it off, but he showed us what he can do in flashes today. He got some support. It was Fermin Prado, who played quite brilliantly in the first half of the match for sure. And he got the job done there. And that's a nice goal from Senor Bautista Alberdi.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match. Mayo Clinic breakthrough moments
from the hard-working Willens. And Willens has done really well. Look at this. Tommy Willens into the path of Vajuga. Vajuga picks it up on the near side. And Bauti Vajuga is up inside the 60. Vajuga with the approach shot. Look at this for the blue shirts of El Basha. Wonderful stuff again by Bautista Vajuga. I haven't seen Bauti play like this for a while. He's absolutely on fire. Brilliant stuff. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the match stats for the first half of this wonderful encounter between Havtor and Bangash. Field goals, 3 apiece. Throw-ins, shaded by Havtor, 5-4 in their favour from the throw-ins. The foul count, 4 by the Reds, 3 by the Blues. Penalties, 2 out of 2 for Havtor, 2 out of 3 for Bangash. And there was a corner that was converted by Havtor. That was Toli Hushoa with a wonderful hit from the 60 corner. And there was a yellow card, that one going to Havtor. The chukker by chukker progression, 2.5 to 1 at the end of the first in favour of Bangash. They had a good second chukker. They were 5.5, 3 ahead. But they got pegged back by 3 goals from Havtor in that third chukker. Bangash failing to score. So currently just a half a goal in it, but it's the Reds with the lead. Capella bringing the ball back into play here for Bangash. Fancies his chances against Solari. But Solari's done well. And he's working this one around the corner. Marco Solari tries to take on Capella, goes beyond him. And he's going to try and flick this one back towards goal. But Capella comes in with a really good counter right off and a good steal. And he's got possession back here for Bangash. Good defence from the big man at the back. Havtor didn't get much on that. And that's allowed Veli Vompetoski to come through here on the near side. Vompetoski came ricocheting back off a pony. And it's fallen for Toli Hushoa. Hushoa coming around the corner. Toli Hushoa setting himself. Thought about hitting that one towards goal, but the ball was hopping around a bit, so he's kept possession for himself. Reversed away from the danger zone. Solari is first to surface. Both sides of the pony there from Solari. And in trying to get back to the ball, he's weaved in front of Alfredo Capella. And the whistle has stopped the clock with 5-6 remaining here in the fourth. Alfredo Capella. Puff of sand as he went to hit that one downfield. Good work here by Dante Castagnola, and he may just taken one in the face there. Looks okay. We're going to have a bit of a timeout here. Sudden lameness to a pony. Looks so potentially could be a nerve. Certainly just going to have a bit of time here for this little mare. They've just trodden badly. So little injuries there to both Dante Castagnola and his pony, but the pony walking off a lot better now. That's the good news. And Castagnola is just as pretty as ever. So, we're back in play. Havtor ahead by a half. That's a nice pass out towards Toli Hushoa, but we've now got Veli Vompetoski. He's now off. Let's have a look at the replay here. Ooh. Coming together there between Havtor and Veli Vompetoski. Veli just turning left. I don't think he saw that Habtoor was there. So a bit stop-start, beginning of this fourth chukker with a couple of little injuries. Looks like everyone's okay. Fedi's back on his horse. He's good, he's strong, he's tough. I was just looking to see where the ball was, who had clear possession. Me a chance to take you through some of the scores. Well, decision's been made. It's gone in favour of the Reds. And Tolio Shoa cutting it down towards goal. He's gone for it first time. Capella well set here in defence for Bangash. Works it around the corner. He's been hooked out of it there by Solari. The Reds back in possession of the ball here, working it around the corner is Marco Solari. Going to the near side, trying to sweep it back towards the target. Loud appeal there from Fede von Potosky, who came steaming through. Just take you through some of the scores. First game, Habtoor beat El Basha 9-3. The second match, Ghantoot 10, Abu Dhabi 8.5. UAE Bangash was an absolute belter, the third game in this Ghantoot Polo Championships International, and it was UAE 9, Bangash 7.5. Then a convincing victory by Habtoor, 13-6.5 over Abu Dhabi. Ghantoot beat Bangash 11-10.5. What a game that was. UAE yesterday being beaten by El Basha 9-6. And Habtoor taking on Bangash now. Match day 7, game number 7. That was punched forward by Fede von Potosky. Dante Castagnola has been ridden out of it there by Capellini, but he comes back with a counter ride-off and gets possession back for Habtoor. Castagnola putting the brakes on, leaves it there for Dolly Ulshoa, who comes around on the loop. Dolly sets himself. Decides to just nudge it downfield. Capellini comes in with a challenge and reverses them. Stops that attack momentarily. But Dolly Ulshoa back in possession of the ball here for Habtoor. This time decides to hit it and release it down towards Habtoor, and it's a good pass. Habtoor reaching out and picking up a good one, but then he's over the top of the second attempt, and that backhander from Dante Capellini will turn them around once again. Play is the call. And he does play it. It's Dolly Ulshoa. Good clean hit down the left-hand side. Capella comes in, but he was ridden into there, taken out of the play by Castagnola. Solari has it. Solari trying to set the play up here for Habtoor. Ulshoa tucked in behind. Solari uses him as a decoy and then nudges that one down into a bit of space. It's Solari trying to get back to the ball. And, well, they had their sticks raised, but the Blues have got the ball here. And the umpire's probably playing an advantage. This time the whistle does go as Solari reaches out and he stops that Bangash attack. It was Dante Capellini coming through. 3-2-1 on the clock. 3-2-4 on the Polo line clock, and that signifies the halfway point here in this fourth chukker, the penultimate chukker in this match. And it is, well, nervous, hard-fought Polo at the moment. Habtoor with the advantage, 6-5.5. Social media, if you want to get in touch with us, we would absolutely love to hear from you. That's the bottom line. Instagram at PoloLineOK, Facebook is at PoloLineInt, and YouTube at PoloLineTV. We haven't had that many messages. We've had a couple that I haven't actually read out yet, to be fair. But we would love to hear from you. Let us know who you're supporting, where you're watching the Polo from. Paramita Singha says, wonderful, enjoying the game. Best of luck to the Habtoor team, watching from India. Well, that's great to have you on board and online. Thank you very much. Paramita Singh, watching from India. Perindu Garami says, let's do it, Habtoor. Come on, is the message from Perindu Garami, a big Habtoor fan. It's a penalty fall. And a chance here for the big hitting Capella from 60 yards. It looks good. He's absolutely tonked it high into the scoreboard, straight through the post. A lovely penalty by Alfredo Capella, and it's Bangash who wrestle back the lead. They're ahead by a half. There's the replay, looking straight down it. And, well, they don't come much sweeter than that. We're back in play. Who's got it? The Blues have got it. Good work from Capellini. Leaves it there for Capella. And that's beautifully read and nicely executed here by Habtoor Habtoor. Couldn't quite get the second shot, but he's got some support there. A swing and a miss coming in there. Uncharacteristic miss from Toli Ulshoa. Capella thinks he's online. The referee's deciding that that one is across the field and that Solari was good. Toli Ulshoa picks up the bounce, plays it into an opponent. He won't get anything for that, but Solari will go back on the loop and try and mop things up here for Habtoor and keep this attack going. Solari with a miscontrol. Capella comes through, and Capella has stolen the ball away from Marco Solari here, and there's no one at home in defence for the Reds. Fede von Potosky comes across as cover, and he will just ease Solari out of the way and give his teammate plenty of time to stick and ball this one down the field. He's up inside the 30. It's the big man Capella. Surely from there is going to get the flick. He gets the score, and Bangash with back-to-back goals here, and they have opened up an advantage. It's 7.5 to 6. Well, it was a brilliant steal. Solari it was who was robbed, and Capella, he had von Potosky tucked in behind for a little bit of protection, and that gave him all the time he needed to convert that one. And Bangash looking good again. They've been so close in their previous two matches, but they're right on it again here, and they're right in the mix against a very good Habtoor team who have had two convincing wins thus far. Ulshoa picking this one up after some good work once again from Solari. That one goes across towards Habtoor, but Alfredo Capella just easing his pony back to him. He's got Dante Castagnola there for company. Capella, been told to get on with it there by the umpires. Fizzes that one under his pony's neck and out towards Haider Bangash. Haider will come through and leave the ball here for Fede von Potosky. Von Potosky evading the hook there from a hard-working Solari. But Solari comes through and he gets a little bit of luck there off the pony and finds a good backhander into the path of Castagnola. Habtoor wanted the pass, and he wanted it a little bit earlier than that, in fairness. Eventually the pass coming through, and Habtoor is in on goal. Haider Bangash is back in defence. The flick towards goal from Habtoor, and he's flicked it wide left. Seconds remaining here in the fourth. Really good second half of this chukker by Bangash. They've been so good the last couple of minutes. Ball's back in play. Can they score another one? Seconds before the hooter. That one's been launched, and it's been launched really nicely and into the path of Dante Capellini. Capellini under pressure from Castagnola. Castagnola with a good ride-off and gets man and ball and chops a nice little angled pass out towards Toli Ulshoa. And it's the Reds on the counter-attack. There may well be enough time here for Habtoor. Ulshoa goes for it from range, and he's found a nice one into the path of Solari. Solari surely from there. Oh, wow. Brilliant goal on the counter-attack by the red shirts of Habtoor. Well, what a time to score for Habtoor. The dying embers, the final touch of the fourth chukker. And as they come in for the final change, it's just a half a goal separating these two teams. Bangash with the advantage, 7.5 to 7. Belti. There's the next shot. That was a thing of beauty, wasn't it? Does love that play. Nudges it past his opponent. Gets himself set early. Gets out the saddle and comes up with a beautiful neck shot. Good work by Solari, who had a very good game, I thought. Habtor Habtor. What a goal this is. Working it downfield. There's a support coming in. Solari once again. And this is the one there where Solari jumped all over that mistake. It was Tommy Willens trying to put the brakes on, didn't get much response. And Solari jumped all over that. Straight in on goal. And here's the cut shot. Around the corner. Well, welcome back, everybody. As the last of the groundsmen vacate the field for the start of this fifth and final chukker. It's popped out the back here, and Fedi Bompatoski's absolutely flying away from the pack. Solari comes in and gets an important hook, and he takes Fedi out of that attack, and that's a good backhander from good work in defence there from Bompatoski, and he's stolen the ball away from Castagnola. It was Castagnola on the end of that pass from Tolly Ulloa, but the Blues have got the ball back. Castagnola, little open backhand pass, and it was too short, that pass for Tolly Ulloa, so he had to leave it there for Solari, and Solari couldn't quite deal with it. Big neck shot coming in there from Capellini. Capellini downfield, but Ulloa in for the Reds, finds a little tail backhander. Capella was waiting for it. And Alfredo Capella will put the brakes on here and set up the play. Capella chops it behind the pony of Castagnola. Castagnola comes in with a big ride-off, and he's got the ball as well, but in the process, Fedi Bompatoski was well positioned, and the umpire's whistle will stop the clock with 6:03 remaining in the fifth. Here's the play. Big ride-off, well-timed ride-off, but there's the turn, and he didn't move the ball before he turned the pony. And Fedi Bompatoski was wise to it. He was waiting for that turn. We've got Ubi Sefali Mondal supporting Habtor, watching the polo. Good to hear from you, Ubi. A Habtor fan. A lot of love coming in for the Habtor team. Nilam Brani also supporting Habtor. A message coming in from Nilam. Very nice Habtor team. Here comes Capella. Capella from 40 yards. He's got it. He's hit it hard and he's hit it straight, and he's got the score, and Bangash open up that 1.5 goal lead yet again. Rupali Ghosh says, very nice, beautiful polo. Rupali on the live stream, sending in the messages. So good to have so many people dialed in on the Polo Line TV live stream. Thanks for your messages. Keep them coming. We're back in play. Who's got it? Whoa, big collision there. Capellini was trying to work the ball forward. It looked like Castagnola was there for a piece of the action. Here's the replay. Dante Castagnola bringing this penalty 5 forward for Habtoor. Flying through there for the meet was Fedi von Potosky, but he doesn't quite get there in time, and that's allowed Tolio Shoa space and time to work this one back towards goal, and Tolio Shoa is in a bit of space. He flicks it down towards goal, and Habtoor, in fact it was Solari who was up there in the forward position, but either way they've got the score. Tolio Shoa with the flick, Solari comes in, drops in on that, and he does get the touch. Marcos Solari scoring another one here for Habtoor. And all of a sudden, yet again, with 2-8s up on the scoreboard, just half a goal the difference. Ulloa from the back of the pack, being hunted down and hassled by Fedi von Potosky. Breaks over to the far side of the field here, Tolio Shoa, just to find a little pocket of space, and then sets himself. Sounds a bit caney, but he's got it down into a dangerous area, and he's found Solari, and Solari's in possession of the ball again. Surely not again. This young man working his socks off for Habtoor, and he's got some support. They're still going here. It's pretty ugly. Goal shot comes in on the near side. He's got it. He's got the score. Well, brilliant work again from Solari, who held the ball up. Let's have a look at the replay. And there is the near side goal shot. And that gets the job done. And Habtoor with back-to-back goals. They've taken back the lead here at the halfway point in the fifth. They're ahead 9-8.5. We're back to the centre. The umpires have completed their 1 minute count for that quick pit stop change. Capella in the back of the throwing. Couldn't control the ball. It's picked up here by Ulloa. Tolio Ulloa on the power play here for Habtoor. Goal shot coming in from Ulloa. Has he found it? Where's that one gone? Looks like it's across the face of goal and wide to the left. What a chance. So a huge sigh of relief here for the blue shirts of Bangash as they bring the ball back into play from the back line. Capella chops it out towards Fedi von Potosky. Fedi slowing things down. Play continues on. He's done well here, Fedi, to find an under the neck shot, and he's got away from Tolio Shoa. It's Fedi von Potosky working this one up to the 60-yard line. Picks up the bouncing ball. Von Potosky being challenged here by Castagnola. Whoa! Well, what a play that was from Fedi von Potosky, who's had moments of genius in this match. And here's another one, and look at the challenge there from Castagnola. Oof. The umpires are going to have a look. Let's see what they decide. So the umpires have awarded a penalty one here to Bangash. The goal will be awarded. A blistering run from Bompatoski is rewarded with a goal. And there is a yellow card for Dante Castagnola for that challenge. So the goal good, and the 5B will be the restart. The ball placed down here at the feet of Alfredo Capella, who is in the driving seat now. He's ahead by a half. He's got possession of the ball, and he's got 2.5 minutes on the clock. Bangash just having a chat. They want to change the ball. They're having a chat. Just a little bit of game management needed. Well, they've been so close. Their 2 previous games, both ending in a loss, but 9, 7.5 to UAE, 11, 10.5 to Ghantoot. They played some brilliant polo. Can they get this one over the line with a victory? Capella from the halfway line, 2.5 on the clock. Bompatoski drops in behind. Capella will take that. I think the pony's hoofed it forward and given him a bit of help, but he'll take it. Backhander from Ulshoa hasn't gone very far, and Alfredo Capella trying to get back to the ball, but there's a whistle. Solari with his stick raised. See, could this be a penalty 5 in favour of the Reds? And there's the foul. Marco Solari well positioned. So Habtoor now with possession. Just over 60 yards out from their own goal. Habtoor is down the middle. Out to the right is Solari. Solari there going downfield and picking up the ball inside enemy territory. Solari couldn't get bat on ball. Capellini coming through. Challenged there by Castagnola. The 2 Dantes cancelling each other out. Tolly Ulshoa has it. He's been hard pressed here by Fede Bompatoski. Just came off the back of the pony, the back foot of Tolly's pony, but he's back in play here. He's got to try and get past not 1 but 2 Bangash defenders. The first being Capella. Flicks it infield, clever play into the path of Solari. Solari now, it's slow, but they're working it down towards goal. It's Habtoor. Solari with a goal shot. He's got it. He's threaded it through the traffic. Marco Solari, right place, right time, executed it superbly well. And Habtoor back in the lead by a half. Still time for Bangash. 1:15 on the clock. Could there be a twist in the tale, a final twist in this match? Possession, absolutely huge from the throw-in. Who's got it? It's Bompatoski leaving it here for Capella. Capella with a nice little spin turn, and he's going to set himself, tap it forward, and then potentially, well, he's got Solari there. And he's launched it down towards goal. This is close. Is it out to the left? It is. It's just overcooked on the angle. 42, 41, 40 on the clock. Ulshoa is changing. Umpires will call play, and the Reds will have 10 seconds to get that ball back into play. There is time for Bangash, but they need possession. They need it soon. And that's why Capella's gone to the ball carrier. Capella forcing that drive out towards Tolly Ulshoa. Ulshoa in possession of the ball. He's found the cut shot out towards the board. Seconds remaining as Fede Bompatoski comes in, gets a good hook there. A really good, well-timed hook from Fede. And he's working this one around the corner for the Blues. Goes to the near side, Bompatoski. Challenged here by Ulshoa, who finds the backhander. But Capella has got the touch. Capella has fizzed it down towards goal as the seconds remaining there. And it's just come up a little bit short again for Bangash. Can you believe it? They played so well, but that goal from Solari in the last minute of the match, and it is Habtoor who have run out the winners here. A wonderful game from both teams. Final score, Habtoor 10, Bangash 9.5. Well, there's the chukker by chukker. Good start by Bangash. They scored 2 in the first and came in 2.5 to 1 ahead. They were 5.5 to 3 ahead at the end of the second chukker. Half time, Habtoor had scored 3 goals in that third chukker, and then they had wrestled back the lead 6-5.5 in favour of the Reds at the break. But then Bangash back in control at the end of the fourth, but just pipped to the post by 3 goals in the fifth chukker by the red shirts of Habtoor. Some of the goals of the game. Tolio Shoa flicking that one into the path of a very, very good Marco Solari, who had a great game again, didn't he? This is a nice one. A lovely hit downfield. Yet again, a very confident Solari. Feli von Potocki scored, 3 wonderful goals. That was one of them. What a dig out that was from behind his pony after the miscontrol on the bouncing ball. Somehow he found the angle with that wonderful reflex cut shot. Here he is weaving his way through the traffic and finding a beautiful near side neck shot. And that was the purple patch that Feli von Potocki had. Capellini down towards goal. Feli again. This time getting there ahead of Habtor. Habtor, one of 3 goals for Feli von Potocki in the space of 2 or 3 minutes. And this was Tolio Shoa getting the job done for Habtor. Wow, what a game that was. Let's have a look at the match stats here. Field goals, 7 by the Reds, 4 to Bangash. Throw-ins, shaded by Habtor, 8-7 in their favour. The foul count was 9-6. And the penalties, 2 out of 2 and 5 out of 6, respectively. There was a corner that was converted. A beautiful, sweet 60-yard corner from Tolio Shoa. And the Reds picking up 2 yellow cards. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you are tuned in for more action from tomorrow's Ghantoot Polo Championships international game. We've got UAE taking on Abu Dhabi. That's Saturday the 28th tomorrow. And then the final league game will be played on Sunday the 1st of March. That'll be Ghantoot and El Basha. So those are the next 2 matches in the Ghantoot Polo Championships International. Make sure you're tuned in.